Karen Dancing? Is that off the new album?
It is, yes.
Isn't that a good tune? That's off the latest album. You're going to be co-hosting. You're going to be doing what Karen is doing in August.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to it, just for one day.
Yes, it'll be great.
But
Looking forward to it.
on the show that time, which we've already taped before,
Already been done.
you did shadow dancing and what else?
After Dark.
And After Dark. That's right.
Which hopefully will be the upcoming single.
Yeah, yeah. You have so many. Must have your finger on the best songs in the world when your brothers write a lot of them for you. Did they write this?
Yeah, Barry wrote Wherever You Are. As a matter of fact, Barry wrote most of the album After Dark.
That's fast.
Not too many of my songs on it.
We're about to bring out in the next segment Ringo Starr.
Oh, great.
Now, may I tell them that one of the reasons why you came back to be with us again today is you said, I'm a big fan of Ringo Starr.
Absolutely, yes.
Are you in awe of him to the point, like I am with some people, where you can't even talk around him? I mean, are you close
Probably
to him?
so. I hope I can talk to him, but...
Have you ever met him?
No, I never have. I'm looking forward to it. My brothers know him pretty well. They've met him before.
Do you get that way around major people where you just can't even talk? Why would they ever want to talk to me? Does Andy Gibb that way?
I think that way a lot. I think, I wouldn't dare approach them because they wouldn't know who I were or something like that.
But that's not true. They're known all over the world, and yet you have those feelings.
Yeah, I tried to. Yeah, I think it's good for the head, too, to think that way.
When Ringo was a Beatle,
Right.
you must have been a very small bug.
Because I was very small.
I mean, did the Beatles have a big impression on your life?
Yes, they definitely did. I think they had a big impression on everybody's life.
Musically?
Musically?
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe not at that time because I was a bit young, but I mean, their music has lived over. And definitely everything I do is certainly, I think of the Beatles when I'm writing. Always do.
Why is it that British rock groups have just taken America by storm, and yet American groups that have been very good have not been as internationally as big as, let's say, the Beatles? Is there what is it about British rock
I don't know. The invasion started probably, or the British invasion, so to speak, started, I suppose, in the late 60s or something.
Oh, 64 Beatles came.
Well,
Winter of
yeah.
64, yeah.
And,
I was old enough to realize it was happening.
Right,
You see, you were...
Yeah, they did that. They came along about that time. I don't know what it is that particularly makes British groups so big over here, or did make them so big.
Do you realize that when British singers sing popular music, they do it with a southern accent, American southern accent?
Oh.
That's the truth.
I never noticed that.
Without any further delay, let's ask Ringo that, maybe. We're going to break away for a commercial, and then join us for Ringo Starr and Karen Graffman.
Open up the heaven in your heart and let me be. Open up the things you are to me, and not some puppet on a string. If I stay here without you, darling, I will die. Yeah, I want you, baby, it's the love I have to bring, and if we do anything, we have everything. Darling, you and me find each other for so long. Feeling that I feel for you is more than stronger. I can see. Oh, we give a little more than you're asking for, than your love will find me. Oh, I just want to be your everything. I open up that heaven in your heart and let me be. I want you always want me to be, and not some comment on the street. If I stay here without you, darling, I will die. Take it in. I want you laying in the love I have to bring. I'll do anything to be your everything. Andy Gibb is here.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. More from Andy Gibb.
So we're sorry to have Andy Gibb with us all today. Looking good. Okay. I was so amazed because at rehearsal this afternoon, Andy wasn't here yet, and his folks arrived, and I thought that was so nice. Your parents live here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, they just moved here from Florida.
I had no idea that you were from a family of entertainers.
Yes, absolutely so.
What did your mom and dad actually do?
Well, my father, before my brother started playing, my father was a big band drummer in England.
A drummer?
Yes, he had his own band.
Did you ever sing to the guy? Did your older brothers ever sing with the band?
I don't think so. They never did they? No.
I see. Oh, they're sitting out. Can we get a shot of your folks? Would that be all right?
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs.
Mom.
Gibb are here today. We call her Mom.
I bet they hate that. Oh, they love you now.
Do they like it? Because well, actually, my folks do love her. My brothers, I have two brothers, and when my kids come this year, they hate to be introduced. What did your mom do then? Your mom and dad are...
Mum was a singer at one time.
Really?
I think. I'm not sure the whole story on it, but I think she was a singer for a little while in the band.
Yeah.
And I think, obviously, a lot of it stemmed from there. My father's interest and my brother's starting a band.
Sure.
And,
Your brothers are a lot older than you are.
yes. I won't say how old, but they're older than me.
But you're like well, not my brother's 9 years younger. There's obviously something like that
Yes,
between you. Yeah.
about 10. I think it's about 10 between me and Barry, something like that.
Was that ever a problem growing up? Did they ever pick on you as a little kid?
They never picked on me. I never really spent that much time with them or got to know them until
They'd
I
already
got a
moved
little
out by
older.
the time you came along. I mean, or
Well, no, we came back from Australia in 1967. We lived there for 9 years, and the whole family came over in 67, and that's when my brothers made it big for the first time. The Massachusetts, New York 9 disaster.
yeah.
And so we're all living in one house at the time. Then as they had their hit records, they went and got their own houses and apartments.
You dropped out of high school when you were 13?
Yes, 12 or 13, I can't remember exactly the age. I went to live in Spain, a little island off the coast of Spain called Ibiza.
Ibiza. I was thinking Mallorca. Ibiza.
It's 70 miles from New York.
Yeah.
And that's
Why
I
did you drop out?
Well, I'd never had a good time at school. School was always hard for me. Kids used to pick on me at school because my brothers were the Bee Gees. It was always, even the teachers, it wasn't very good at school at all. So I went out, and when we went to live in Spain, I was supposed to be going to an international school there, of like children from different countries that lived on the island.
Yeah.
And I never went. I started getting into singing there. And I just started singing in clubs in the afternoon concerts for tourists. And that's just all I wanted to do. Never did anything else.
Did you study music there?
Never studied music. None of the brothers have ever studied music at all.
The sound that all of you make is so distinctive. Anytime any of the Gibb guys, Gigi's, anytime any of the Gibb family sings, it is a very distinct. You all are very different, but it is very distinctive.
That's right.
Is it? Who were your idols then?
My brothers have always got their harmony sound from the Mills Brothers. You know, that...
But they don't sound anything like the Mills
Oh,
Brothers.
no, the sound is nothing like it. But that's where they got their harmony ideas from in the first place. But the sound is something that is just uniquely them. And
Do they
where they got it from.
like your approach to music? How do they feel about you coming into music? Do they welcome
Well,
that?
Yes, absolutely. Well, Barry, my eldest brother, Barry, produces my records
Uh-huh.
and writes a lot of my songs. He wrote I Just Want to Be Your Everything. And he's all for it. He basically is behind my career
Yeah.
and controls it.
What advice did he give you starting out?
Just to always keep writing songs, never stop writing. That's his biggest thing.
You write as well?
Oh, yes, as much as I can.
Great. Are some of the hits been your own writing?
I co-wrote Shadow Dancing.
Yeah.
And
That's what you're going to
Love
do
is
today?
Thicker Than Water. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Other things I found out about you today that were fascinating to me. You've already been married and divorced.
Yeah,
You were married at 18?
that's right. It didn't last very long. It lasted for 10 months. And it was just a mistake. We were both too young.
Everything happened for you very early.
I know. Don't ask me why.
When I was 18, I was not together enough with myself to be able to reach out to somebody else. Obviously, maybe that was one of the problems. You didn't know
Yeah,
enough about choosing a wife, maybe.
that was it. I mean, and also, just before I married her, I had to come out to America to record my first hit record. To come out to record I Just Want to Be Your Everything. And I think starting out in the business and having to go out there and make my name became a bit of a strain on the relationship. So it just came apart after 10 months.
Yeah.
We were just too young, that's all.
Would you like to get married again?
Yes, I love the idea of marriage. And, I'm just waiting for it.
If you got married again, would you do the separate thing where you sign a piece of paper saying your money is your money and her money is her money? Because you're a very wealthy man now at a very young age.
If I lived in California, maybe.
In California, we have, of course, the 50-50.
Yeah.
When you go out on dates, your dad told me this.
He did?
He said, Oh, he's raising his fist. When you go out on dates, there is always another person there.
Yes, the girl.
No, I'm not worried about that. Don't encourage him.